My name is Christian Ray, and I moved halfway across the country to build a blacksmithing forge from the ground up so that I could be part of the centuries-old tradition of making beautiful and lethal masterpieces out of metal. It hasn't been easy, but here we are. This is Ronin Blades. Oh, hello viewers! You joined me today outside of Ronin Blades, because today is a very special day. With April drawing to a close, it means that Ronin Blades has been open for one whole year. And what a year it's been. Today I'm going to take you on a tour to show you how things were when we started to how things are nowadays, starting with our shop. We haven't always forged in such a beautiful barn. The first place Ronin Blades ever forged was right over here. And here we are. That's right, Ronin Blades started in a gravel driveway. You may have heard of big companies like Amazon starting in a garage. Well, our garage was in use, so I had a driveway. My driveway setup consisted of nothing more than my 2-burner Devil Forge, my teeny tiny anvil I called Tiny Tim, and the space where my shop would eventually be. These days, Tiny Tim has a home right here on our workbench, next to the first piece of equipment I ever bought for Ronin Blades. This is a ring press. Its job is, you put rings in here, squish them down to make them smaller, or you put rings around here, squeeze them up to make them bigger. These coin rings, they don't sell for very much, but they gave me some quick cash that I was able to save up to get more equipment. Before I had my brick forge here, I had my 2-burner Devil Forge. The issue was, I had always planned on piping in our propane up and over like this. So I had these huge long propane hoses hooked up to a little tiny propane tank right there, because I didn't have my big one yet. So it's just all this coiled stuff down to a 5-gallon propane tank you get at the store that I went through every 2 days. I had to get that refilled. Now I got this bad boy that I can take apart and put back together as big as I want. I got my custom burners, my lovely propane system here. It really has come a long way. So our power tool table used to have nothing here except the grinder. And I mean nothing. We didn't even have electricity. Before we buried an electric line and hooked up our electric box, I had to run out extension cords from the house to here. And then I had to put them back at the end of the day so no one would trip over them. And I would go to turn the grinder on and it wouldn't work, and that's because somewhere a line wasn't working or it got unplugged or I had tripped the breaker in the house. And I was so happy when we finally got our electricity put out here. When I first moved out here to start Ronin Blades, I had nothing. I had a 2-burner forge and a hammer. That's it. And now I have this amazing shop that we built, concrete floors, electricity and gas run out to it. I got Tiny Tim in my ring press, and I got Yoast, a brick forge, an antique post vise, custom propane burners, propane piped in. I have a whole table with electric equipment, my grinder, my drill press, chop saw. I even have a MIG welder and an acrylic table, a chemical cabinet with all the acid and neutralizers I need, a cabinet loaded with handle materials and blade materials, big old workbench that I built from scratch. That's big enough for everything I need. I really have come far in a year. Granted, I left room for expansion, so in a year or two I can get a hydraulic press and a power hammer out here, but I am doing pretty well. Thank you guys so much for watching my trip down memory lane. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day. Ha! The fun one.